Taylor Swift invited over 1,000 guests to her wedding. She even invited her ex, but there are some names she didn't invite. While the ceremony unfolded inside Madison Square Garden, with its custom touches, celebrity energy, and that fairy tale feeling, the real conversation started swirling about who was missing from the list. Some absences felt expected. Others raised eyebrows and sent fans digging through years of history, friendships, and old headlines. This wasn't just a wedding guest list. It was a reflection of where Taylor stands now, who she keeps close, who she's moved on from, and the boundaries she chose to set on one of the biggest days of her life. Let's start with the ones that surprised a lot of longtime observers. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were once so woven into Taylor's world that it felt permanent. Blake had directed one of her music videos, their kids-inspired lyrics, and the couple spent real time together. Super Bowl suites, New York outings, the kind of easy friendship that plays out in public. Then life got complicated. Blake's very public legal battle pulled Taylor into the narrative in ways that apparently created distance. Reports said the combination of that drama and other tensions meant no invitation was sent. It's a reminder that even the brightest celebrity friendships can shift when real-world pressures hit. Miles Teller and Keleigh Sperry landed in a similar spot. They used to feel like part of the same relaxed inner circle group with Taylor and Travis, showing up together, seeming genuinely close. Then the same ripples from the Lively situation surfaced, and suddenly their names weren't on the list. These aren't casual acquaintances. These are people who once felt like fixtures in that world. Their absence quietly signaled that certain chapters had closed. Karlie Kloss carries even more history. During the height of the squad era, she and Taylor looked inseparable. Runway shows, vacations, posts that made the friendship feel like the gold standard. Over time, the closeness faded. There were occasional soft rumors of a reconciliation, but when the big day arrived, Karlie wasn't there. Sometimes people simply grow apart, even when the spotlight makes every change feel dramatic. The exes section is where the story gets especially layered. Taylor has turned complicated relationships into some of her most powerful songs, so most of those names stayed far away. John Mayer, the one tied to the pointed Dear John, wasn't invited. That song still carries real weight, and their history made any invite feel impossible. Joe Jonas, her first big public heartbreak with the infamous phone call breakup, also didn't make the cut. Calvin Harris, Jake Gyllenhaal, Maddie Healy, each linked to songs that captured pain, confusion, or lingering emotions. Bringing them in would have shifted the entire focus of the day, and that clearly wasn't the plan. Harry Styles sits in a gentler middle ground. Reports suggested he actually received an invite, possibly as a +1 for his fiancée Zoe Kravitz, who has stayed close to Taylor. Their brief relationship from over a decade ago seems to have settled into friendly territory, but Harry had a concert in London that night, so he couldn't be there. It's a small, graceful detail that shows some past connections can remain cordial without needing to be center stage. On the pure feud front, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian were never going to be invited. Their public back and forth stretches back years. Scooter Braun, connected to the Masters battle that became a defining chapter for Taylor, was another firm no. These exclusions weren't casual. They were about protecting peace on a day meant for celebration. Even some royals got pulled into early speculation. For a while, people wondered if Prince William and Kate Middleton might appear, given occasional friendly connections in the past. But they weren't part of the celebration. The wedding stayed rooted in Taylor and Travis's actual lives rather than adding extra layers of pomp. So what guided these choices? Weddings have a way of sharpening focus. After years under a microscope, Taylor built the list around the people who fit her life today. Loyal friends who've stayed through every era, family in Travis's more grounded circle. It wasn't about revisiting every old chapter or recreating past squads. It was about surrounding themselves with the support that feels right in this chapter. The no +1s rule for singles added to that sense of intimacy and control. And while the inside was carefully curated, the outside told its own beautiful story. That viral love story sing-along, captured right on the sidewalk, showed how Swifties don't need an engraved invitation to feel part of the moment. People stood in the New York heat, phones raised, voices loud, turning the street into an unofficial concert. It was joyful, chaotic, and exactly the kind of fan love that has defined Taylor's career. The contrast felt right. Intimate vows inside, pure communal energy outside. In the bigger picture, the snubs are just one thread in a much larger day. Some were practical, some carried emotional weight. A few were simply inevitable after more than 2 decades in the spotlight. But the wedding itself came across as joyful, focused, and very true to who Taylor and Travis are together. It was dramatic in the best way, heartfelt, and full of the kind of details fans will replay for years. Whether you were watching from the sidewalk, streaming the updates, or just enjoying the moment from afar, it became bigger than any single guest list. It was a celebration of now, of love, growth, boundaries, and moving forward. And in true Taylor fashion, it left everyone talking, singing, and feeling connected to the story. That's the kind of day that lingers long after the lights go down at Madison Square Garden.